Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Tinkerer's Tesla RCW mod, which is being made by user Pigness. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an absolutely magnificent new makeshift energy SMG. And I love this thing, as not only do I always love a good new energy weapon, but I also always like new makeshift weapons, as I always feel like there should be more of those in this post-apocalyptic world. So good times here. So let's jump on over this way and have a look at what we do get with the Tinkerer's Tesla RCW, which in its most basic and standard form will do a very minimal 5 amount of energy damage using an electron charge pack with a firing rate of 110, range of 110, accuracy of 64 for a pretty decently sized weight of 11.8. And as you can see on this thing, it is pretty darn good looking. I do love the look on the texturing and modeling of this thing, and it certainly does look like an interesting, well, makeshift energy SMG, which is pretty darn cool. Now, one downside to it is there are not a whole lot of modifications. As you can see over here, we've got a minimal amount of categories, though there are quite a few options in some of those different categories in here, especially on the ammunition that you can do, which is pretty darn sweet. You've got a lot of options in that one, which is always great to see. And all in all, though, it's just a fun new gun that I do very much enjoy here. Now, as for how you do get your hands on one of these things, well, first and foremost, there are gonna be some prerequisites. As for DLC prerequisites, you're going to need the Automatron as well as the Nuka World DLCs, but we also do need the munitions mod. As this is using electron charge packs, you are gonna need that to, well, add the electron charge packs. Now, there is also an optional patch file you can download to take that away, but honestly, I quite like having the electron charge packs back in the game from, you know, Fallout 3 and 4. Or, well, Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Sorry, we are in 4 and we don't have it. Haha. Now, once you do have all of that and the mod installed, you'll start to see these in the world at level 8. Now, you'll find them in a lot of places, but mostly on Rust Devils, which is one of the main reasons you need Nuka World. There are also, though, 2 unique versions of this gun that you can find in the world, though I won't spoil those, but they are pretty freaking cool. So let's head on over to a weapon workbench and take a gander at the mods we do have on this thing. Again, a minimal amount of categories here, but in each category we've got a lot of fun options. So in the capacitor category here, we've got a lot from the standard jury rig to a, interestingly, one called standard, even though this is the one that's like the basic, but oh well. We then have a boosted capacitor, maximized overcharge, rapid discharge, and an unstable capacitor, which is going to give you quite a bit of damage there, which is always good to see, but unfortunately, you're going to lose the ability with that one to have sights, which I find intriguing because there is also the just regular overcharge capacitor here, which gives you that same amount of damage. The big thing you're getting with the unstable one is some more firing rate and a little bit more range, but I mean, yeah. I still prefer this, though, because you guys know me, I like sights. Now, then, in the barrel category, we've just got 4 options here, either the standard, improved, optimized, or unstable, and I do quite like that each of them is adding a little bit more damage to it, as well as range, along with the usual stuff of, you know, upgrading or downgrading hipfire accuracy, etc. Then we have the stock category. Again, just a couple of things in here of either short, light, heavy, or recoil compensating. And then finally, we've got the ammunition category, where we have so many options. We have, of course, by default, the gun does use the electron charge pack, and so we have a number of different electron charge pack ones here of standard, overcharge, max charge, and optimized. But we then also have those for other kinds of energy ammo. So if you want to use fusion cores, you've got a standard, overcharged, and optimized fusion core there. And if you want to go with the more traditional fusion cell for Fallout 4, you've got the standard, overcharge, max charge, and optimized. And interestingly, it's actually the optimized fusion cell, which is going to bring you up to the highest amount of damage, which I find intriguing. I would have thought maybe the fusion core would do that, but no, it's surprisingly the fusion cell one here. But overall, a lot of good options there. Again, minimal categories, but a lot in there. Oh, I also... Where's my sights? Oh, I know exactly what happened. We've had this glitch before in Fallout 4. I was playing around with the one... the one capacitor that takes away sights just before recording, and so of course it takes away that category. I do hate that bug when it happens, but let's take a look at this one, and of course I've got to actually equip that gun, don't I? We've encountered this bug multiple times in these mod videos, so yeah, pull out that lovely sight there, love it. And there we go, we now have our sights category. Oh, you gotta love Fallout 4. Alright, so in the sights category, we've got a standard sight, reflex sight, a combat optic, which I really love this one, a short and then medium scope. So not a lot of things in here, but enough to, you know, give you what you're probably looking for in a scope. There's just nothing too fancy. But I definitely do love the, this particular combat scope just because of the drawings in there. Bad guy. It amuses me. Alright, let me go grab my other modified version over here, and let's go get some shooting in, back to the standard version of the gun here, and fire this wonderful, not just energy SMG, but very much lightning SMG. Fire away! There we are. As you can see, it's kind of all over the freaking place, but again, being a makeshift weapon, I think that's kind of appropriate. We're basically having a fully automatic Tesla cannon here, and I quite enjoy that, and with it being made out of just scrap parts from around the Commonwealth, I think it's appropriate that it does kind of just go everywhere. Plus it's lightning, and that's hard to control. So all in all, a very, very fun weapon that I definitely do enjoy shooting into a crowd of enemies. Now, there's really not much difference between the modified versions with the actual shooting, because it's still that same lightning effect. But as you can see with the different modifications I've got on this one, we do have a lot less ammo, but this particular version is the one I modified to be the highest amount of damage I was able to get it to be without any additional perks. We never do additional perks in this series, and that's going to be at 18. Not a huge amount, but, you know, not too shabby either. And then, of course, I've got the tactical reload version here, which is a rapid firing one. I tried to get it to be the fastest firing I could get, which got it up to 220 there. And even with a larger ammo capacity of 46, oh boy, it just chews through all 46 of those so quickly. Love it. Alright, well, let us spawn in our usual Deathclaw, and boy, see how that goes with a gun that is very, very slow. Did I? Yeah, the place had me one here. There we go. Alright, let's try the rapid firing one here real quick, and... oh, yeah, that's doing some good damage to him, but again, we have to reload so often with this thing. Oh, boy, it just chews through ammo. I don't think I hit him once with that firing rate. Plus with him running away, which certainly didn't help the situation. But there we go. Oh, boy, that is definitely one of the problems with this particular weapon, is whenever you aim down sight, just the amount of the lightning effects on this thing just make it kind of difficult to continue to shoot at things. But still, I find it amusing. Oh, I need you to come back, please, Deathclaw. I'm an awful shot, and... oh, boy. Oh, God, I've already got to run up here. Okay, and... oh, he found his way up. Okay, there we go. The 18 damage is definitely doing quite a bit more, but again, as you can see, the spread on this thing is just a little bit ridiculous, but I love it. Alright, please come back, Deathclaw. I need you to be a bit closer, because I'm an awful shot, and this thing shoots everywhere. You're stuck? Oh, nope, you're free. Okay. Yep, okay, we got some of those shots on him. Okay, there we go. That's when we do the most damage, when he gets a slight ways up the stairs there. So yeah, definitely not a gun that's going to be taking out people with 1 or 2 shots very quickly, but, so if you've got the right perks with this thing, it should be able to do quite a bit of damage to enemies, and if you're a better shot than me, you'll probably have a lot more luck. Oh, he's coming back, he's coming back. Oh, thank you. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna die now, I'm gonna die. I decided to stick it out down here. I'm a fool. And, yep, run away, run away before he kills me. He's almost dead, though. Yes, perfect. So if you are a better shot than me and have better perks that are more geared towards rapid-fire guns and energy weapons, you'd probably be able to take him out a little bit more easily. But all in all, this is a very fun, strange gun that I do like. Again, like I said at the beginning, I love new energy weapons, I love new makeshift weapons, I always think they are needed in this game, and so having this is just wonderful. So if you'd like to take a look at this for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the video description as per usual. But that's going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you have enjoyed and you come back for whatever is next. But until that time, thank you for watching. As always, we'll have a good one.